Okay, you're right. Welcome to your video tutorial. Today we are going to have a look at length and perimeter. Okay, the system used to measure in Australia is called the metric system, okay, and it's based on the unit of a metre. So things like millimetre, centimetre, that's a metric system. We use units of length to describe distance between 2 points or the distance around the outside of a shape. Now, the one around the outside is probably a term that you've heard since kindergarten. It's called perimeter. Okay. Perimeter is the distance around a closed shape. If you're working out the perimeter, the first thing, and this is the mistake so many people make, is that all units must be of the same type, okay? So if you have, say, a diagram of a triangle, and it says 3 centimetres, 300 millimetres, okay, 30 millimetres, you can't go, okay, 30 plus 3 is 33, we'll say millimetres. No. First thing you have to do is convert that and that to the same unit, okay? If on a different diagram, say I had, I don't know, I might draw a different shape once I rub this one out. Say I had this shape here. Now it's a bit dodgy because I've just drawn it with my stylus. But say this said 2 centimetres and it had a dash on the side. If all the other sides have a dash, that means that they are all 2 centimetres. If you get a different shape though, let's get rid of that. If you get a different shape, maybe it looks a little bit like this. I'll rub out that. Okay, and that has a dash there, and that has a dash on that side, and these two sides have 2 dashes, and these two sides have 2 dashes, and this says 2 centimetres, and this says 6 centimetres. The sides with the same number of dashes, so this side here and this side here, are equal, and this side here and this side here will be equal. So sides with the same type of markings are of equal length. If we wish to convert between metric units of length, we either have to multiply or divide by the appropriate power. So if you're going from, say, 2 kilometres and you wanted to convert that to metres, 2 kilometres, okay, is the same as 2,000 metres, or I take that 2 and I times it by 1,000. If you have 3 metres, okay, if you've got 3 metres, and you want to know what that is in centimetres, that's what you have to do, is you have to convert 3 metres times 100. 3 metres is the same as 300 centimetres. But if you're going the opposite way, say you had 5,000 metres, okay, 5,000 metres, and you wanted to know what it was in kilometres, 5,000 metres in kilometres is 5 k's. So I've divided that by 1,000. Okay. This question here is asking you to find the perimeter of this shape. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look. Okay, so this guy here has 2 dashes on him, which must mean that that's 3 centimetres. Remember, perimeter is how long is it from that point all the way around, okay? So that guy there is 3 centimetres. Interesting. Okay, he has 2 dashes, which means the other one must be 3 centimetres. You'll notice that from this point here to this point here, I don't have a marking. But if I look down below, this point here to this point here is 3 centimetres because it corresponds with that there. And then this point here to that point there is also 3 centimetres because it corresponds to this guy over here. So 3 centimetres plus 3 centimetres must equal 6 centimetres altogether. So it's 6 centimetres up the top. Now, this is a little bit more tricky. How do I find out what this one here and this one here equal? Well, I can't find exactly what each equal, but I can do something else very interesting. I know that from here to here it's 4 centimetres, which must mean that that plus that is 4 centimetres. So the total distance around my shape starting from the top is 6 plus 4 plus 3 plus this here combined with that there combined is 4, plus another 3. They're all in the same units, so they're all in centimetres, so I can all add them easily together. 6 plus 4 is 10, 13, 17, plus another 3 is 20. Now, if I give my answer of 20, I won't exactly be correct, and it's really important that I do something else, and I change it to, I make sure I have, on the end, centimetres, 20 centimetres. Let's have a look. Oh, ouch. So, it says, find the unknown value x in the triangle if the perimeter is 19 centimetres. Now, this is still a question about perimeter. It's still testing your same knowledge, but you have to think about it in the reverse way. It's also combining some of the algebra skills that we learnt last term. It says, find the unknown value of x in the triangle. Okay, so I noticed the thing that's labelled x over here is on a side with 2 dashes. There's another side with 2 dashes. And so those 2 sides are equal. So that's going to be x centimetres, and that's going to be x centimetres, and that's going to be 5. Because those 2 are both equal length. Now, I don't know what x is. Okay? But I do know altogether x centimetres plus 5 is 19. So I can write that as x plus 5 equals 19. I'm hoping some of you can remember and recognise some of these skills from last term. Now the first thing I need to do is I need to combine my like terms. So I've got x plus 5 is 19. Why on the earth don't I just write 2x plus 5 equals 19? Now, most of you have probably noticed that this is an equation. A reminder, the aim of equations is to find the pronumeral. How do we go about finding the pronumeral? By taking things away from it. We start with the thing furthest away on the side it is and work our way back in. Okay, so 2 of something I don't know, if I add 5 to it, I get 19. So the first thing I have to do is take away 5. So 2x equals 19 minus 5. So 2 of something I don't know is equal to 14. Well, if 2 of it is 14, to find out what 1 of it is, I divide 14 by 2. Sorry, I've run out of a bit of room over here. And x would equal 7. So I think that x equals 7. Now, let's just check that that's right. 7 plus 7 is 14, plus another 5 is, 19. I must have got my answer correct. Okay, the last thing that you could be asked to do in order to prove that you understand things is to convert the lengths to the units shown in brackets. Now, if you need to go from centimetres to millimetres, you'll need to remember how you multiply. So there's 10 millimetres in a centimetre. If I'm going from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, I need to multiply. So 5.2 multiplied by 10. Okay, now 5.2 multiplied by 10, I just take the decimal point and I move it 1 spot to the right when I'm multiplying with decimals. Okay, 5.2 multiplied by 10 is 52. So 5.2 centimetres is the same as 52 millimetres. Now, the next one's a little bit more tricky. It says 85,000 centimetres into kilometres. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is, because that's skipping 2 brackets, the first thing I need to do is I need to convert centimetres to metres. Now, when I'm going from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, I need to divide. So, how many centimetres are there in a metre? Well, there's 100 centimetres in a metre, so I have to divide 85,000 by 100. So my dot point goes 1, 2. Boop, boop. Okay, so 85,000 centimetres is the same as 850 metres. Now I need to go from metres to kilometres. So how many metres are there in a kilometre? Well, there's 1,000. So I have to take that 850 and divide it by 1,000. So that's 1, 2, 3 decimal places. 0.85 kilometres. So see how I did that one bracket at a time? 85,000 centimetres is the same as 0.85 kilometres. And that's it, guys. That's basic length and perimeter.